Yeah, they say that real eyes can realize the real eyes. Cloudy through your vision, but through mine, future bright filled with clear skies. I'm looking up above and I see signs. I'm blinded by the light, open-eyed. My grandmother used to read mine. I'm guessing we'll just call this shit a deep dive. Cause now I know you gone, but I still drown in all the harm in the sweet times. I'm missing you, been a great grandma. If I settle down a kid or two, please don't start before I really had to finish you. Please don't bother me, not really, now I'm in the mood. Things get hard and they forget about the principle. They all talk cause they got no one else to listen to. She got a sweetheart, but they ain't no telling what my twin to do. Times get dark, I swear the day's been feeling navy blue. FaceTime calls from my nephew get me out of any mood. I got used to being lonely, and what if
I like to welcome you to Motherfucking World Class Podcast in the world. I should probably take off my bonnet.
Because she was vibing. You can do whatever you want to do.
I ain't know what the vibes was, you know. I was a little too comfortable. Before we start, though, apparently they wanted legs out. That's what they said. They needed that. So I brought the legs out.
I love it.
Honestly, I was thinking that of anything, my best acumen is my best asset is my thigh.
I think you meant to say attribute.
Attribute, I'm sorry. Thank you. On my leg is my thigh. So
I gave two wrong words.
Yeah, I said acumen. I don't know what the fuck I said. But yeah, best attribute is definitely the thigh. So like when they were asking for the leg, I was just like, I don't really know. It's not giving much, like, but the thigh.
How long has the thigh been your thing?
Oh, forever. I feel like if you look up a tweet of mine, like from way back, you're gonna see me actually. I'm gonna do that. So as I go do that, I'm gonna toss it off to you because the last time we started the episode,
We tossed it off to you.
we tossed it off to you,
This is a thing.
and we were. It might be. We'll see how long
It's a
this
new
takes.
basement thing.
And last time we started way deep. Like shit just got it just threw off the vibes. I think not threw off the vibes. But just made.
It needed to be said.
Well, amen. That's beautiful. I'm glad someone did it.
Alhamdulillah.
So with that being said, I'm gonna switch the vibes today. We're not gonna do all that. We're gonna start off with in a much happier place. Okay.
Okay.
So
Starting with me.
well, last time we started somber. Now we're gonna start happy. So the issue at hand today is okay. Issue is a bad word. The topic at hand today is hoochie daddy shorts. Yes,
I like that.
So I come to you because you've been one to put on the short shorts before. Like I think you've done that a little bit before this new wave of being okay with the short shorts. I think you were. I don't want to say a trendsetter, but you were there. You were there before.
I appreciate. We're definitely wearing shorts that fit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like my guy Lloyd Foster been wearing them choices like 2010. So like something
That's a prep school nigga though.
Touche. So there's levels to this for sure. There's definitely levels to all of this. So as a hoochie daddy,
had the bow shoes with no socks.
That's true. I definitely had on a jumpsuit last summer.
I like that.
The overall,
did.
The overall jumpsuit.
You sure did.
Got a lot of compliments too.
A lot of thigh. But my point for you is, my question for you or the topic is,
Please.
as a hoochie daddy aficionado, as a hoochie daddy,
I'm gonna stop you there, but I'm gonna let you get it off. Though.
as a hoochie daddy godfather, what are you feeling like, or what are you seeing? What are you seeing with the new embrace of the hoochie daddy aesthetic?
Let me start by saying I hate hoochie daddy shorts, right? I like
retweets.
I like hoochie shorts.
Favorite.
I kind of like hoochie shorts more than hoochie.
Unretweet.
I'm not a fan of like the daddy complex and like
You're a dad.
But I'm not a fan of like the daddy complex and like every day like we're gonna say something like daddy, like yo. I'm not here for. Every time you see my tweet lately, it's like yo, hoochie me, hoochie shorts me. I'm not getting the daddy off. I think that's kind of nasty. So I'll start by saying that. So I'm not vibing. Very much so. Very much so. So I can't vibe with you saying.
I played the Twister, calling me dad. That doesn't do anything for you.
I mean, that's a different.
Nasty, bad. We'll continue.
We'll continue.
We'll continue.
It's a different scenario.
Nasty, bad.
Nonetheless, right? I
Nonetheless.
can't let you get the hoochie daddy off to me. That's not my bag at all. I'm not a hoochie daddy, but I like to wear the hoochie shorts. Back to your point of saying I've kind of been wearing the shorts. Yes, I have. And I think it's like a nasty bag for me why my shorts were this way. I think I just gained weight and my shorts were kind of like...
Small.
Yeah, they got small eventually. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just vibe out with this shit. I always was a fan of like the shorts, the high socks type shit, and I guess at that point in time, a few years back, you would call that hoochie daddy shorts. I don't know, but I'm here for the vibes. I think it's getting very excessive these days. I mean, like
Niggas are definitely hiking them and
everything they're making is just like
and they're
this
making them,
length.
son.
And I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad at it. Shout out to Ricardo Deshaun. All of his shits are very fire. And we were just in New York, and I was very mad because he had his hoochie shorts on.
I got the pink Jones and the green
We
Jones.
all have the pink Jones, apparently.
I got the green Jones too, though.
I tried to get him off. He had them on. His kneecaps were out, and I was just like, bro, I kind of want to wear these
I
today.
can't compete with this right now.
I just wanted to wear the pink ones in
But
New York.
you both could have wore the pink.
I told
didn't wanna
him,
do it.
but
You
I
both
got
could've
more
wore the
space,
pink.
so I feel
Yeah.
like the canvas is longer.
Understood.
You know
Understood.
me, I don't like being like, I can't have the same shit on as somebody else. My man's got on at least. Like, if it's a random nigga and we just so happen to have the same
I would
shit
much
on,
rather wear the same thing with my mans.
it's
than
just
a
giving
random nigga.
coordination at that point. It's just like, bro.
But
Niggas
niggas,
twins.
Yeah, it's just like, bro.
niggas
like,
know us though. Niggas know we don't coordinate. We just
didn't-
happen to wear the same
I did
shit.
not come here together with him wearing this on purpose. Like, let's not even have
Shirley
that.
also has on his shorts, knees out,
Knees are out.
and they are status. Charles has on his status shirt, status shorts right now.
Oh, I crushed New York this weekend with the hoochie shorts.
I bet you did.
Every
champ.
day.
Brooklyn owes you nothing.
Absolutely not. Like,
I
New
love
York
it.
owes me nothing at all. But the.
Well, let's stay right there. Oh, you got
Okay.
more hoochie shorts?
No, I really don't, because I don't like the
Everyone
hoochie
know.
daddy thing. I'm here for hoochie, though. I'm here for hoochie shorts.
Niggas ain't hoochies for real. And that's what be blowing me about the title of the short.
Well,
Tell us more.
Please. I'll put the mic down.
Like niggas ain't hoochies. Like, you know.
Niggas don't be hoochies, bro.
Tell us more, nigga.
They're saying they're saying we're getting degraded though by like getting this type of I don't know, like people like yo hoochie shit. Like we're getting degraded right
So
now.
now you feel like a woman.
I don't feel like a woman. Let me just say. Let me just,
Women have been saying.
I mean, they go through
They
this.
get degraded for wearing skimpy outfits.
Bruh,
Are hoochie shorts not skimpy?
Can I transition to something? Or if you guys don't mind.
Oh, man.
I'm just curious.
But you niggas ain't hoochies. Or you not hoochie enough.
if you don't want to transition and let him get the hoochie off, I would love to
That's
hear
all I had
his.
to say, really.
I would love to hear his hoochie play.
I wasn't about
Oh,
to.
get your hoochie blind off.
You know, as a reform hooch. As a reforming hooch. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying?
Sounds like the episode name. Reformed hooch.
I'm not mad at that. Double
I'm not mad
entendre
at
don't
that
ask me how.
As a reform hooch. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know. Niggas ain't, you just wearing the shorts. You're being stylish. It's a lifestyle, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna put those things on. You gotta do what come with it.
What comes with it?
Hoochie stuff, Charles. You know what I'm saying? The cat calling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, embrace it.
Yeah, for sure. Cause I think I got cat called when I had the pink Jones on. You know, I shared the tweet. I was like, oh yeah, the white lady love these Jones. And
Definitely seen you say that.
yeah, and you was just like, you had your Jones on, and you was like, it was giving thought. And I was
It was
like,
definitely giving thought.
yeah, same. And I was just
I was like,
oh,
where's my wife? It can't be too far.
See, I don't got that type of line. But I was definitely just like, I need a life raft or something. Because the cat calling was ridiculous. And it was just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you got middle
I
age.
appreciate a good cat call. I'm not
Did you
gonna lie.
enjoy it? Did you enjoy it?
I appreciate a good cat call.
Okay, there you go.
Like if you're gonna cat call,
It was like a good Sunday.
make it worth it.
Yeah, it was a good Sunday.
Like like say something with the cat call. Be like
Sunday.
sexy dogs. Like let me feel like this was worth the cat call.
Like I was at work, I was gonna get my coffee, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Yeah.
describe me.
And shorty, and like, you know.
Hey Brent, say something.
What's
to me.
up, shorts?
You know?
Hit you with the what's up,
You know
shorts?
where we work at. Absolutely. So it's just like, you know, all the little brunch spots, Sunday spots right there. So I'm walking to get my coffee.
thought you
Little
was
joint
going to
right there.
brunch.
Shorty was like,
Nigga said I'm going to work.
Shorty was like, hey, hey, pink shorts. And I was just like,
Yeah.
I
And
like that.
pink shorts.
I like that.
She was ready for Haram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the Haram.
Yeah. You like that?
Charles, give me some. Give me some. Yeah, she like, I like that one. I like
You
that one.
like that?
Hey, high codes on a Monday, yo. This is crazy.
You should be the vibes, bro.
But I kept it halal.
Yes.
I waved from across the
So
street.
wow, see,
and kept
you
it
guys
moving.
have done some great segues.
Like
So
I said, I'm a reform hooch, baby.
I love that. So reform hooch. All right. So so should I go reformed hooch or should I go from haram to halal? What do you guys want?
I think it's room for both.
I'm gonna get to both, but which should I go first? From haram to halal or reformed hooch? Which one should I hit first?
Let's touch reform hooch later.
About to say, okay. I was about to say we're still here. I would
So
have been
what's-
like,
Okay, let's do
we're still here.
So all right.
We're still here.
Wow. Okay.
We're still here.
So I seen a video of a man with his woman, and he was admitting to something. Something that
Deny, say no.
something that I normally would be like. Normally, we're pretty sexually positive here and pretty like sexual liberated. Like we don't judge. We don't do any of that. Like
Shout
you
out
know.
to the LGBTQ plus
Wow,
community.
thank you.
'cause it is Pride Month right now.
yo.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
You
y'all.
didn't
We
even
not
see
bad.
this, but look,
Yeah, Charles got a whole rundown. I don't get this.
look,
I didn't get it either. This is new.
and what's on the list?
This is season 6 shit.
It's on there. Pride Month. Yeah, definitely. We
So, I
were
wanna-
supposed to close the episode with that technically by his rundown.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Pride, because you know what? I wanted to say like, if we're really going to be all inclusive and all encompassing of people,
sure.
then like you gotta respect people.
I'm done.
So like, if it was Black History Month and people didn't, I'd be like, that's kind of weird. Like, how you gonna have a whole Black History Month and not say anything about it once? So for me, it's just like, how we gonna have Pride Month
And not
say
say nothing about
anything?
it, for sure.
And because remember we was in Brooklyn this weekend, we supposed to go to Brooklyn Museum, but we got sped up, lost so
said it
much
was
time.
Pride. They said it was
And it was
Pride.
Pride. So it was just like, shout out to all my good Pride, especially my Black LGBTQ folks.
For sure.
You know, like
It's
not that
like the movement was built on y'all back.
not
We
that, you
gonna
know, my
act like we
other
don't know.
LGBTQ folks, y'all don't matter, but you know, my Black folks in particular,
For
they
sure.
they be going through it on the double side. So,
For
you know,
sure.
shout out to them good folks.
And the transgender community, because they get it from 3 sides.
Yeah, but that's all it's the plus. It's part of
Yeah,
it. So,
for sure,
you know,
for
like,
sure.
One
you know,
game.
sometimes people just want to be shouted out individually.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
My buys. Shout out to y'all. I know y'all be
buys,
going through
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
They don't be respecting y'all gangster, but
All that.
know that High Coast does.
For sure.
So,
It gets mixy sometimes in the streets.
shout out to Pride Month. So, Bow, see, I'm loving how you guys are synergy. So now let's get back to the hoochie. What did I say?
Reform hooch.
Reform
bro.
hooch.
Let's go.
So there was this video I saw,
He has notes.
and there was a man. There was a young man.
He's the only nigga with the notes.
Season
I want to make that
6.
clear.
I
Charles
like
has
this.
notes.
So
It's
there was-
season
so there
6.
was a young man.
He's the only one with them.
Everybody,
I was
so I'm gonna
not-
spark the J, but before let me spark the J. Let me get the story,
I got a peasy
and I'll
on
take
it.
a
I
shot.
might do it today.
I like that. So there was a young man. He's with his lady. He was on I think the Lipstick Alley pop, whatever.
Ooh,
Angela,
I hate hearing about that.
Angela Yee. I think he was on her podcast.
And that down called lip service.
Let's say Lipstick Alley is another. It's another
all right, so it was
nasty
either
bag.
lipstick or lip service. It was one of these.
Yeah.
Lipstick
with the
Alley is
lip.
a
Lipstick
nasty
jump a
bag.
totally different jump.
That's a hair bag.
Equal,
All right.
Equally nasty though.
Long story short.
I have a story for that, but
Long story short.
No, you don't.
The man was on the podcast, and he openly said these words: "I am a cuck."
Shout out to Keys, because that's one of his favorite words.
I am a cuck. Like this was the man's
proudly.
proudly. Let me tell you what the man said. Details.
Hey, okay, hold
Black,
on.
white?
Hold on.
Black.
Before we get into
One of
this,
your men, light skinned men.
before we get into this,
what?
before we get into this, I like how you
this?
did that, Charles.
Yeah,
Before
like,
we get into
is
this,
your guy right here on the
like
couch
how you
not
did
light
that.
skin? Like, what is this, bro?
He's more ox, so I'll give him the ox.
more ox.
I will give him the light skins right now.
That's what I said.
before we get into that, you gotta respect the man that knows where he stands.
So that was kind of my point. So my point was two things.
You gotta respect that.
I guess I respect it,
I'm not saying I agree with it,
but what happened to Shane?
Charles. I mean,
What happened to the like, yo, I can't have the world know I do this because that's not a good look for people to know that I do this. Like, what happened to that? I'm not even saying that the man should or shouldn't. I don't even give a fuck. But what happened to the notion that hey, I'm just gonna fall back because
Is John bad?
Can you?
binary one for sure.
Who is
Bad.
it? Is this John famous?
I don't think so.
Can you get into his entire bag? Like what?
Oh
happened?
yeah, so
Yeah,
continue.
can
So
you
let
get
me
into his
continue.
entire bag?
So
Exactly.
your man's was like, yeah, when we're having sex, she calls me other people's names. I like that. Like, sometimes she'll be like, yo, fuck me like the dude who was in the corner looking at me. And then the shorty asked, she was like, "Oh, so hold on, wait."
continue, Charles,
She was like,
continue.
the shorty
I'm
asked,
I'm just saying.
so you also watch
I'm just saying.
your wife, your girl, your partner. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've watched her fuck people. I get pleasure from that."
Okay.
His words, not mine.
I'm glad you cleared up my question.
Yeah.
And my thoughts.
So he's watching, and as he participates, he likes her too. It's a really nasty bag. So I came here. The question for the room is, could you?
No.
Just never.
say
You know
a word.
what?
Could you find yourself in that situation where that would be your bag? Maybe not openly. Maybe not getting on a podcast telling people, "Hey,
Fuck no. I enjoy being called another nigga's name.
I was just curious." Because me personally, if I
enjoy watching another jump.
say someone else's name, I would be like, I'd be fucking be like.
First of all,
so imagine
If
that.
we say another jump, first you're married, so if
Well,
you
that's
say
my-
another
that
jump
would
name,
probably
nigga,
end up in
that-
divorce.
That's stopping the
That
whole
would
situation.
that would not be a good vibe. So,
You know what I'm saying?
but my point is that's my first thought
Nigga
process.
like me say another jump name in the jump, that's gonna fuck up the whole
That's
situation.
all I'm thinking. Like,
Like if you call a woman out, like besides or man, because I'm not gonna like just say it's not, but if you call your sexual partner any name other than their name, I could see why you could be like, hold on, champ, like you really just did that.
but my thing is that people don't. He said he derived pleasure, and that was the part that was like, is there something
That's a little vicious.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've heard of people have their kinks. Like tie me up, spit in my mouth. I'm
Spin him off as a king.
is that normal?
This nigga saying it like it's no. Hey yo! What is going on?
Nasty as shit.
She asked for it. It's like no.
Can't lie.
True prevails.
Can't lie. It sounded like 3 out of 4. That
Listen,
sounded like it is a Monday.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I'm a nasty nigga. But spitting in someone's mouth is just ew.
Have you done it before?
Ew.
He tried. He was like, I ain't with that. I ain't with that.
Ugh.
I'm done. I have nothing more to say.
You're nasty.
I'm not nasty.
What you are? What?
You want to know what's
Yeah,
I'm sick of no. You did not know the bag that he got into the car with earlier. So I'm kind of sick of this nigga right now.
Hey, don't
I'm
hold
very
my
sick of
man
this
for that
nigga.
bag,
I'm very sick of this nigga, bro.
Don't hold my man for that bag, bro.
Very sick of this
You
man.
been
right
there.
now.
We've been there.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
And your story was just as nasty.
It was very nasty. I also have another nasty bag to add on to what we just
Add
talked.
on.
I can't do it.
Why
I can't
not?
do it. I can't incriminate myself like that.
I definitely just was like, I didn't know that was a kink, but at the same time,
So fuck it.
bagged up.
So fuck it. We're here on
bagged
a
up.
Monday, right? So
Yeah.
fuck it, bro. We're here.
Yeah.
So we're talking about names, right? What if you don't say the name out loud? But what if you like?
Thinking it?
Yeah, you're just thinking like.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I wish this was
Oh, that's
that
fine.
happens all the time.
X, Y, and
Such
Z.
is life.
But what if you have to think that to get you to where you need
That's
to go?
nasty.
Is that nasty?
That's nasty.
So he says it
And
happens.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's nasty.
Do I need my third man over here?
Hold on,
to-
hold on. Let me tell you something about
It's
this
not
nasty.
nasty.
Let me tell you something about this nasty nigga. When we was listening to Kendrick, this is the first time he listened to Kendrick. This nigga.
Oh, I bet.
So we're,
Not me. Great.
calm down. So
Tripping.
on
Kendrick
the
album
Taylor
tough, and I'm not a Kendrick fan.
you know
I
on
ain't
the
get there
Taylor
yet.
Page joint when they are in the whole argue joint.
I was like, this is my favorite song.
No. So there's one part where this nigga.
sure.
But there's one part where Kendrick go. When Kendrick go. Only fuck off the juice. This nigga Mook.
Yep.
Chilling the whole song. Audible laugh when that part came out in the car. Like audible, like I said, you sick nigga. He's like, bro, come on. Like, this is
I only fuck off the juice, nigga. Say I only fuck off the water, cuz. Like, come on,
this
man.
nigga is
Like,
a
Nigga felt it. He
No,
felt
like,
it,
this
bro.
That is hilarious.
In his bones.
in his bones. So I
I
say
ain't
that to
mad.
Sometimes the fucking jump. That's what it takes.
So I say that to
you
say,
might need some. You're like,
I
hey,
respect it, but it's nasty if that's your
That's
go-to
me.
bag.
95%.
Wow.
Oh, I'm just talking about the juice. That's it.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Fuck them off. If you need to fuck off the, it's funny because in like high school, I remember I was in like the 11th grade,
Maybe
and whoever the basketball coach is like, some of y'all niggas be getting drunk and shit because y'all need to fuck. And I was just like, huh? He's like, y'all can't fuck without that liquor in your system. I was like, bro, like teenagers. I was thinking to myself
nigga said
like,
you got the whiskey dick.
Sometimes you need some extra stamina, man.
everyone needs some things extra from time to time. I'm not knocking that.
That's all I'm saying.
If that is your go-to bag, something needs to.
If she bad enough, Sam, I'm geek. No juice needed.
Listen,
Natural steroids. Yeah. Bing bong.
I'm just, I got nothing.
I'm a reform hooch, ladies and gentlemen.
Same.
Oh, now you. Oh, wow. Tides have turned.
You know my bad. Not too good.
You still hooching.
I can't confirm nor deny what you just said. But let's relax. All right. Let's not speak too loud. Okay.
Hey. I'm not holding anyone. I'm not here to judge.
I be chilling, bro.
talking about reformed hooch as well.
Oh wow.
Unsending iPhone text messages.
When one of your duos come true.
So
I prayed for this.
Here's the
ever
thing.
Ever since Instagram had it, I was like, oh yeah, this needs to be an iMessage thing.
Here's the thing. I don't
Because that
think
drunk night didn't happen.
that drunk night did happen, and it's just like I meant what I said. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You wake up the next day and like, yo, I really didn't mean it, like, but I got it off. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm like
Where I
mentally.
stand.
Yeah, this is where I'm at. But am I about to like take back what I said? No, I don't think I'm ever gonna use that feature.
Definitely.
Like unless it's like a dumbass typo or some
it's
shit.
gonna happen this summer. I can
I
stand.
don't think I'm doing it. Well, to be fair, they say it's not coming out till about August, September, so you might not be able to get that off during the summer. You know what I mean? But if you want to do the beta shit, they might drop it next week or some shit. If you
I'm not doing the beta.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how niggas hack phones.
Yeah, I ain't
Learn my lesson.
I got nothing for it. You got something for it? You brought it up. Like
No,
you might fix your typos with this, or you just gonna still let it rock? Like what you gonna do?
no, I'm actually finding.
Charles fixing typos. The world is ending.
No, I like the idea of
Sloppy
it.
thumb, Charles.
Yo, do you have autocorrect on your phone? Like, or do you just let the typos ride? 'Cause
No,
I feel
it's
like
not
okay.
Yeah.
I definitely let my typos.
Most of the time, I could change it if I want to, but y'all know what I'm saying.
I mean, like sometimes I just be like, yo.
Yeah, I mean, some of the typos are legitimately like my phone is just doing weird shit. So like,
I'm
but if I'm actually texting and it's a typo, it's like, yeah, there might be a
Sometimes I have
word.
to think hard. Like I don't need
I
to
be
be
knowing what Charles
I'm
saying.
saying, buddy.
I'm there, but I'm just like, yo,
Well, none of you there, buddy.
Help me out,
It's not
man.
English
This is
class.
not a business email.
help me out.
Yeah, buddy. I spent 12 years in grade school and then an extra 4
Yeah.
being very proper with the grammar.
And then he wrote for a newspaper for like a year and a
I
half.
had one of the dickest editors. Oh my goodness, bro.
Help me out.
So no.
Help me you.
But I think
Good, Charles.
I'm not fucking with. I'm fucking with it. Like I fuck with the concept, but I don't know if I'd use it personally.
I'm never gonna fight you.
But I definitely like the idea of
When them drunk nights is happening.
This is like 6 to 8 years too late though. Like
that's
legit.
actually kind of true.
This is 6 to 8 years.
Do you
too
think
late.
this helps or hurts people's situation? Like, do you think more mess comes from this, or do you think?
Don't.
Mess.
Shirley,
You gonna
passing it to
send it?
Shirley?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it. I'm passing
Here's the thing.
Niggas gonna send it, John. Shorty gonna read it, and then she gonna tell him I send it. Or it's gonna be vice versa. Trying to tell you.
I think it really depends.
Explain that one time.
Okay, let him get it off. I think it depends on one thing to
Let
me.
him get it off, and then
I think it
I'ma-
depends. You know how? Because
Come
I've
on.
never unsent a message on the gram. But they say if you unsend a message on the gram, it lets you know. So if Apple's letting you know when someone unsends a message, I think that's where it gets tricky. If niggas just unsend it and
You
they
don't
don't
know who
know,
sent it?
I think it's not an issue at that point. But niggas always be on the time like, why does this nigga unsend? Who's this nigga unsending? Like, yo, I was like, that's kind of wild. I get it, but. If Apple's off that, then it might be like it might be nasty.
I mean,
I'm big on this. Like,
I don't give a fuck
That's
if they
it.
notify you or not, personally, because even when they notify you that somebody unsend a message, you still can't see the message.
Still don't know, but it like puts you
But
in a
it says,
frenzy.
but it says Instagram user unsent message, so you don't know who necessarily unsent the message.
That's what I want to know. Is
So
Apple,
if it's that vague, then cool. But 9 times out of 10, like,
Apple ain't going down.
yeah, Apple's definitely letting you know that such and such unsent said message. But
Whenever it comes out, let's practice. Let's see. You know
at the same time, your notifications
not
are-
less practice.
Let's practice.
I'm
Let's
definitely
see
gonna
what we
practice.
gotta get inside.
I'm definitely gonna practice.
Yeah.
Nasty nigga. Ooh.
Definitely gonna practice.
But definitely want to practice.
It's a nasty Monday.
I know.
Never
But-
thought this was.
Hey, Slim, not all the situations are going to be nice. You just got to send, unsend. Like, did you get that notification? But your notification could also be modified in the settings. So it's just like you can probably select not to get that notification.
Hey, I don't get shit after 7:30.
Nigga, who you
Was
telling?
that your shit work?
Yeah,
Yeah, my shit automatically D&D
7
at
to
9
7,
o'clock.
nigga. 7 to 7.
And it does not let other people know that my phone is on D&D.
That's what's up.
7 to
I
7.
don't do any of that type of shit. I probably should.
No, I do that because like once I get home, I start smoking, eating, take a shower. It's like, bro, this is my time. Like,
7 to 7,
leave me the
bro.
fuck alone. Like,
Contact me.
I'm watching Ray Donovan.
Business hours, and you got an hour when I get off. That's it, bro. If I see it, I see it. But I'm mad attentive to my phone, though, so I can't even say that.
That's why a lot of that shit kills me personally. Like, no disrespect to anybody, but it's just like I don't know too many people who don't have their phone with them like all the fucking time.
With the D&D, though,
So to me, it's just
niggas
like
can't call you, though. Pretty much.
I respect
think
it.
that's the best feature about that shit.
I can respect it, but it just kind of it's like the same way you were asking me about the mask. Like, you wear a mask just to go somewhere. I think the same thing. Like,
I feel you.
you got your phone with you the whole fucking time. You're
Bless you,
looking at
brother.
it. You're texting on it. Doing all this other shit on it, but getting calls on it is where you draw the line.
I mean, like, do niggas really want to get a call?
No, I mean I can respect it, but normally when people call me,
And even a
if
text.
someone calls me right now and I don't want to, I hit the side
You know what I'm
joint.
saying? My shit stay on silent, so I won't even hear it.
My shit vibrates, so I hit the joint
Don't
and
even
then
vibrate.
yeah, I keep my shit on vibrate.
When the last time I felt that?
You know what I'm saying?
Emergency bypass for the people that
I
need
always
it.
lose my phone, so I always got to make sure my shit on me at some point.
When's
Cause
the last time you lost your phone? I lost the phone a week ago.
yeah, I probably lost
I
my
lost
phone.
my work phone.
I probably lost my phone like a week ago, but I always most of the time end up finding it. But like,
I like to say my phone was lost, but that thing was definitely
We know.
stolen.
We know.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Green Line. Good Fina and Acacia probably got me. Definitely.
Sold that bitch for $800.
I don't know what they did with it because
Yeah,
I
the
got
13,
home.
they might have sold it for about a
I had a 12 plus.
Yeah, they got you about 6, 8.
That thing
I
was.
love how you
that
know
thing
the
was-
black market for.
No, for sure.
I've been in
But
this
it probably went for. But Omatic, it probably went for 3 though.
I would hope not.
I'm on the Green Line.
He said, "I would hope not."
At least get 5.
You getting 3
5.
for that. And if a fiend got it, because I was
Send
on
it to the right website, bro.
Fiends don't got websites, bro. I was on the train with friends, bro.
You're right. The green is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You got it.
Nigga got off of Anacostia, went to his dope man on Malcolm X and got right.
Yeah, I got this dope.
Yeah.
Get it out, man, quick.
Nigga got 4 bags. But by the time the cuz got it in the house, reported stolen, so he couldn't do shit with it.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
Tell you that.
I can tell you that. No, niggas need a flame. Oh, it's right here.
Many lighters.
Oh,
Almost.
nah, that's interesting. Okay, I feel niggas bad.
So we done with the reform hoochie?
Yeah, I think it's all encompassing. I don't know if this is reform coochie.
New beginnings to Gucci.
Wow.
What do we? This is why I want to bring my other mic here, so I can have like the background. Like,
What is Shirley
can't
at?
what does that even mean?
Our cameraman asked, "What about new beginnings?"
I don't even know what that
to
means.
Hoochie.
Oh, you just gotta
Meaning
you
he's
gotta
a-
dive in.
Meaning he's He's welcoming himself. It's a welcome party
Here's the thing about hoochiness.
to the hoochiness.
It's levels to all of it.
Yes, sir.
So it's like, yo, if you're gonna be pussy, then you're not gonna be no hoochie for real.
At all.
You actually could be a complaining ass hoochie, and, try to get the scraps.
For sure.
Like,
That's no fun. That's not, and that's what I mean by that's not real hoochieism.
Yeah.
That's what
Real
I said.
hoochieism. I like that. Real hoochieism.
That's what I meant earlier about these niggas not real hoochies.
Yeah, like you gotta
'Cause if you
embrace.
a hoochie, you shooting and you boarding.
Yes, you got to embrace the fact that sometimes you're gonna have to do the dirty work.
For sure.
Sometimes you're gonna have to get offensive boards.
Sometimes you're Dennis Rodman. You're not always Michael Jordan.
Yeah, for sure.
I got nothing.
You might be Scottie Pippen that night. But guess what?
Hoochieism means at every
You got
night.
16 and 15, my nigga.
At every night, bringing
You know
your
what I'm
best
saying?
self
Still
and
top 50.
bringing that to
So-
bringing that to the game.
You know what I'm saying?
Like some nights,
You might be Draymond.
you're gonna have to do a lot
But
of.
did you clean the boards? 12 and 6. Who won?
The question is, did you win?
9-7 and 5 the other night. Like, yo,
But you won.
You
played the most minutes.
You
You know what I'm
won.
saying?
Think about it.
Pivotal
Like,
plays.
Stay in the
Pivotal
game.
plays.
To be a hoochie, you gotta be in the game, bro.
You took their second best score out the game.
Yes.
Like,
You
you
know?
know what I mean? Like,
If you are a hoochie, you gotta be in the game.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. Here's the thing
I
about.
don't know about that. I don't know about
Here's the thing about
that.
hoocieism.
The way that everybody is claiming to be a hoochie,
That's
how
what
could
I mean,
everybody
that-
be off the same
James,
play?
These niggas ain't
No,
hoochies,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's what
that's
I'm
the bad.
saying.
If
That's
that's
that. Not everybody's off their Draymond.
That's what I meant. They're
Some
not
niggas be
hoochies, bro.
LeBron.
Yes,
Some
bro.
niggas be Steph.
Yo.
Some niggas be Jason Tatum. Like, it's levels to
niggas-
this game.
Who's a nigga that's like a silent bucket getter?
Like with Chris Middleton?
I don't want
This nigga had a baby and started balling. His playoff check started clearing. That's different.
Well,
Okay, James.
I'm over
You
here.
wanna be- You want to be like a
Right.
Nikola Jokic?
Nah, that's an MVP, bro. I'm not out here doing that. I'm not back to back MVP.
No, back to back. Just solid,
That's what
quiet. Just doing the.
and that's
I'm
what
just
I
a
mean,
solid,
like, you
quiet
know what
guy.
I'm saying?
Like,
Just doing the work.
just getting mad buckets when I need to.
Nah, man. If
But
you
an
got-
MVP, I can't
if you
do
got
that.
the, son,
I can't say
you-
Chris Mid too
If
because
you
I
are
hate
a
Chris
hoochie,
Mid.
my nigga, you are, bruh.
I think the streets would say I might be down. That's sad.
You might be.
Just a hoochie, bro. Like I don't like that. They calling me saucy-o-matic. Like that's that's
I like
nasty.
Saucy-o-matic
That's
was-
alright.
I don't like that.
That's alright.
Yeah, I just don't like
It's not your band?
that. Look, Shannon, we're
I like
not,
Mook
we're
the
not,
Stallion, personally.
we're not jocking that. We're not jocking that.
Mook the Stallion.
Like
Sorry, we can jock that.
Saucy-o-matic?
but Saucy-o-matic,
I like
we're
Mook the
not
Stallion.
jocking that.
I personally like that one.
You know,
Can't do it.
now that the legs are out, hopefully I'll get one soon.
Yeah, hopefully you get a name.
That's very hoochie like. Mook the Stallion? That's real hoochie shit.
X, just hit the X. All right, that works too. I got nothing.
So, I gotta get into some actual deep conversation or some real shit. Not too much, but rest in peace to Trouble. Big Trouble, Scooby. I wanted to talk about that because I think it leads to another conversation we had last week about gun violence. I think as a people, we're truly desensitized to death in a way that is different than probably any other time in like human existence, as long in at least modern human existence.
For sure.
Like we see death and we're like, okay, yeah, people are dead, and that's it. Like we don't really take the gravity of like these people are never coming back. Families have been like, it's just like, oh yeah, people die. Like the way I've seen people kind of talk about the Trouble thing, it's just like you would think that like it was just like not that it is just another death, but it's just like, yo, like that's just part of like what it means to like be a rapper, to live in that life. Like it's all these things that's just like.
That is not.
Now, like, why is it so, we talked about, like, normal, like, when we was joking about the kinks, but, like, the idea is, like, people just die like this is pretty normal. Like, it seems that, like, everyone's just like, hey, this is just part of what it is.
It's another rapper gone.
You know, like, that's just part of what I see someone be, like, Bankroll and Trouble, and it's just like, damn, like, within, like, a 6-year time frame, like...
Bankroll passed, like, almost a decade now ago.
What was that? Oh, what was it? I thought it was, like, 2015.
That's why I said almost a decade.
Yeah, so,
'cause
like-
we're going on like it's past 5. I
Yeah,
know that
so
for sure.
it's just like we at this point where like, you know, like these are young men. These aren't like even 50, these are like 25, 30-year-old men who are just being taken out, and everyone's just like,
Because Bank died when he was 29, I think, something like that.
they said Trouble was 31 or
Yeah.
34, some shit like, man's not
Under
even,
the age of 35.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of wild to me that like this is so just like maybe not okay is the wrong word, but this is just so it's just part of our living. It's like that's not how it's supposed to be. Like to say when we talked about these kids get like that's not supposed. Dude's not just supposed to just be getting shot and killed every other fucking day, every other year. Like Nip, Pop, Smoke,
Draco the Ruler.
Like you just go through.
I got stigmatism.
16.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so 2016.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we at a point where like the shit is just like, oh yeah, these niggas just died. Nipsey Hussle, like people just died. We're just like, well, like, hey, niggas was rapping. It's like, is that just what it is? It really just that simple? Have we really got to the point where it's like, hey, game is game? Like, is that simple? Like, we don't care about life anymore. Like, bro, if white cousins was just killing other pretty high profile white cousins, like it's not like these are pretty high profile people.
Yeah.
These aren't like just like neighborhood super. These are international for all intents and purposes, international stars.
And some of these crimes are still unsolved. Like some of the rappers that we said.
Like people are just getting whacked, and we're all just like, well, you know, hey, rest in peace. You know,
sure, yeah. I was about to say send out a rest in peace post. Yeah.
maybe their streams will go up. Like, are we really at that point where it's just that simple? Because that is like that's kind of scary. Because not for anybody's life in particular, you know, like anyone, but it's just like as a whole. If we're just like, yo, everyone's life is just like, yo, fuck it. Damn.
I would say yeah. I would say we've been there too.
But like, why not? So then, like, if I'm 19, if I'm 20, I'm wilding. I don't feel like I got nothing to live for. Why not feel like, yo, make a legacy, or you know, and just be a crash dummy? Like, that doesn't sound like too bad of an idea if I don't got nothing else, and everybody's just like, that's part of the game. Like, I'm really like, yo. Maybe these kids aren't as wild. Maybe they're just doing what makes the most sense. Maybe it's us who gotta be like, yo, maybe we should like, yo, help these niggas out and find them stuff so that they don't have to do this. Cause like,
I mean,
I'm just saying, cause what happens next?
I just think everybody's.
do you know how Trouble died though? Like how he
The story I heard about Shawty Crib and then
her dude coming home.
Seeing him and but once again, bro.
Didn't hear the story. Can you explain? I literally didn't.
Allegedly, he's at a Shawty's house. Her dude pulls up. He sees the car.
And then he sees Trouble. We're in Georgia. License to carry state. You don't need a license to have a weapon.
But this is my.
Hey, Charles, I'm just breaking it down to the simplest facts.
I'm just saying that like this is
you
why.
said you want to have a deep conversation.
But this is why I'm just like those 19 kids died almost a couple weeks ago. At this point, 2-3 weeks ago.
Right here, not too long.
We are getting very close to the point where the conversation has completely died down
And what
from
did I
talking
say?
about
What
that.
did I say? I said July 1st on the episode. I said July 1st
So we're
is
getting
done.
closer and closer to people not
there
talking
was a
about
mass
that.
shooting yesterday.
There's been like 8 mass shootings.
There was a mass shooting yesterday.
Oh, like
on the
I literally
weekend
sat here and
since
said
then.
July 1st. We're not going to talk about
Bro,
that shit no
and
more, bro.
for all that is worth,
I feel like the day we recorded, it might have been a mass shooting that same week.
bro. There was 13 people shot in Philadelphia on South Street.
That's what I'm saying.
The place where we went to the hookah spots.
Sunday, bro.
Bro,
That's what I'm
so
saying.
I'm driving home. I'm driving home, bro.
Yesterday, bro.
so my thing is that it's more so about like
nuts.
a societal thing that like, yo, these 19 kids getting shot is a product of the reason why Trouble is able to get killed and in like 12 hours no one can, because gun violence is a thing that we all from all different parts of our lives in this country are kind of have accepted as what it is. For some of us, and then we'll explain it away. Hey, you know, he's a rapper. He raps about certain things. So, hey, they live in Texas. They live in here.
But
It's an
another
open
thing,
carry.
I'm not accepting that rap shit with Trouble though.
Okay, but see, he lived in.
He definitely had a take.
He lived in Atlanta.
I seen your take.
But listen, what was your take? He lived in Atlanta.
No, that
It's
wasn't my take.
But you're explaining that was the whole
No,
whole
'cause
point.
I was like
saw
Like how
some
niggas
shit.
saw, like
No, I see what you said about what niggas was, but that's my point.
Felt about it, it's just like, all right, like, cause a hater, like my shit was totally different from the gun violence and all that shit. Cause it's just like, all right, bro, like if you come home see your lady with somebody, and how would you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas
spray his ass up though.
It's like, bro, it happens every day, bro. It happens every day.
And that's what I was about to say. It happens every fucking
bro.
day. Just because they got a name, it's something different.
Yeah, like, but
And I hate that for that to be the situation.
But
But
I hate
literally,
for that
this
to be
shit
the
happens
situation,
every
but at the
fucking
same
day.
time, it's
bro.
just like, bro, if you gonna disrespect my cuz, then you gotta deal with the consequences.
But
and
once,
that's no kill.
but once again, this is my greater point. Why is that the okay
I
response?
never said it was okay.
I didn't
response.
say it. You said
The death every day, or
no,
No,
no.
it's a
That
normal
as a-
response. I never said it was okay.
retaliation
response.
for
It's a normal
My
response.
thing is, if a man sees another man with his woman, to be upset, to be angry,
In a private area.
to do all that stuff is fine.
in her house.
To want to kill that man, unless you truly
Kill is kinda
believe
crazy.
that man
Can't lie.
has
Kill
done
is-
something
kill is crazy.
to hurt your woman.
And the only reason I say he's in Atlanta because like the shit that's going on in Atlanta right now is ridiculous.
Always
They're
wilding
wilding
around
in Atlanta right now. The
more,
shit that's going on in Atlanta.
more
last
so,
3
my
years
greater,
has been crazy.
more so, my greater
Maybe
point is
more.
that we as
And
a
then they
society
loosen gun laws while
are
all
so
that shit is
okay
happening.
with a lot of things. For a long time, it was, well, that's what they do in Chicago. Not ever thinking that, hey, what if these people are going through something more than they just live here? What if they need stuff beyond the fact that, hey, we just live here and people been killing
for
each other
sure,
for
bro.
25 years?
I bet say they need to bring back the high school to government job pipeline in DC. Like I tweeted that. I was like, bro, these kids need something to do, bro. Like they're riding the
Yeah, say
metro
that too.
all day, bro.
I say that too.
Like they're riding the metro all day, and then it's
Pull a
just
Chris
like,
again.
Who's committing the crimes in? Who's committing the crimes in the city right now? All these little niggas is young. Going back to when the shorties killed the Uber driver,
Yeah.
motherfuckers, the little niggas that did the drive-by, that killed the little football mans that played football and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really apologize for not remembering any of these kids' names and the fallen's names, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like all of these. Like the guilty have been young men, bro. Like these niggas are like 17, like anywhere from 16 to 23,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
But that's
fool,
I think
like-
but that's my ultimate point though. My point is that
and then ever since Marion Bowser has been in office, like, let's not act like the crime amongst the youth has gotten better.
but my thing is that it's
just
not
like that
about
whole
one
job pipeline
politician.
and all
It's
that
not
shit. It's just
about
like,
one
When
person.
you cancel out that one thing, though, it's just like you see crime spike amongst the youth. and
That's
it's just
fine.
Like, shit is
Like
different,
politicians
bro.
make
Like,
shitty,
No, for sure.
shitty
Shitty
decisions
decisions
all the time.
every day.
But my thing is, we talk about this all the time.
Yes, bro.
Community is a greater thing.
For
Like
sure.
community is a bunch of people deciding that, hey,
This shit
we're
don't
going
rock.
to make certain things happen. So that when do people
Get tired of.
not even get tired, but actually formulate something? Because I think people are tired. Like, I don't think anybody wants to live like this. I don't think people are like, yes,
No, for sure.
I want y'all killing people. I want my nephew, my niece, my son, my daughter, all these people. No, I don't think anybody wants this. But when do people say, like, yo, we have tangible things to do? Like, bro, all these damn churches. Like, I hate to be the person who always keeps putting it, but like, bro, all these churches got all this space. How about y'all open y'all shit up on the weekends? Like, one of the things that I will say, like, I always fuck with, at least park and planning, they seem to always try to, like, yo, they were like, yo,
No, for sure.
they-
Open gym.
these people need something at night. They don't have. They want places to go. We'll give them a place to go at night.
Open gym and late night open gym in PG County has saved a lot of lives. I can stand. It gave us some young niggas to do from the hours of
7 to 12.
Yeah.
So my
I was
thing
gonna
is,
say 4 to 12.
so my thing is,
You know
why
what I'm
can't
saying?
the churches do that? Like, yo, the churches got endless space. They get tax write-offs. They get all, like, yo, aren't you? Bro, I've said this many a times that, yo, if we're going to do
then
certain
there's almost a
things,
church every corner in DC, bro.
if from PG County till you get to Northern VA,
For sure.
there is a church on fucking almost every corner you fucking drive by.
Damn sure
How
church
about
by
all
our
the
job.
how about the churches come together as a collective and be like, yo, this summer,
Like 3 churches by yours.
this summer,
I know.
if you got
And a synagogue.
you don't even need an ID.
My
If
church
you
on the
got
mall.
XYZ come to here.
It's not about
get
that.
this.
It's about the kids not wanting to be in the church. That's really what it comes down to.
But my thing is that it's about a space.
They don't want to be there though.
Once again, kids don't.
That's not
Kids
the.
don't want to be at school.
You don't have
but
to
they,
make
but
it
most
church
of them be
for
School
to
is
be there,
school
bro.
is more mandatory than in church though.
Once again, I get what you're
Like, I
saying.
have to go to school,
There's other things that you can do in the church besides
Bro.
teach them religion.
but that's
Exactly.
what they're going there for though.
But that's the thing. Churches don't have to.
You don't
do
have
that.
to go to school.
God is everywhere.
No. Here's the
my
thing.
nigga.
Churches
I know, but you don't have to go to
Here's my
school.
thing
You
about
have
churches.
to go to church.
Churches
Education is
function. If we're being totally honest, in our society, they function as a place to help those who cannot be helped. That's what their function is. Like the God element is a very particular thing, but from a societal standpoint, the tax write-offs they get, the way in which we treat them,
Land
as
rights.
far as a host of things,
But
both with laws and society. We treat it as a place in which people can go.
But as a churchgoer, are you going to church unless your mother, your grandmother is telling you
I'm
you
not
gotta
talking
go to
about
church?
Sunday. I'm not actually. I'm
That's
talking
the only
about
time they're
Monday.
gonna go.
But that's the issue with the church, because the church functions like that for a reason. Because they know if they open themselves Monday through Friday as just a space, they would have to put in more work that
Church open
doesn't
on
get
Wednesday
paid
and Friday
for.
for
Because
Bible
that's the
study.
thing. Sunday you get paid.
We be open. We be open.
Yeah, y'all get. But here's the thing: people are always tied
About
into
to
that
shout 'em
bitch.
out. I can't do that.
People are always giving money in that joint, so that's why the church can function like that.
know what I'm
But
saying?
if you asked it from Monday through,
Because there's always something going on in my masjid. Monday through Sunday on the weekends.
bro, that's why I don't understand why more churches aren't functioning like that.
And it's just like, and on the weekends you
Why
got
ain't
Saturday
more
school,
pastors
but it's
being
just
like, yo,
It's not about that. It's just about getting the attendance.
I'm already sharp. And my
Talking
thing
to
is
a man that was a
what
part
would
of
probably
staff,
you know what probably get you more attendance?
I know how it
if
was.
people in your community was like, yo,
they look out
I
for
can
the
count on
community.
y'all.
Yeah.
More people would probably come on Sunday if Monday through Friday they felt that, yo, we can get something we can get something from these people outside of Jesus loves you.
And you know what the church fucked up? Giving money to their congregation and taxing them. When they got it, when the people had to pay it back. First of all, if you're gonna give somebody your congregation that's give your establishment money.
I don't know if that's every church. That might be.
That's not every church, but it's I can stand. It's a good majority of them.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
why certain churches you got certain churches you gotta give W-2s and shit.
Bro,
I be hearing that, and I
And
be
I'm just
like,
like, what?
that's interesting.
To let you know that you actually giving 10% of your annual
Shout
income.
out to that church.
shout out to Glenard Baptist.
They're not the only one.
I know,
Are they
but
doing
that's
it?
the one.
Yeah, they're one.
the one
they're
I know.
definitely one of them. But it's just like, bro, they're not the only one. And that's just
You
crazy.
pay tithes in there one time, bro. You're getting tax documents.
Yeah.
At the end of the year. One time. All you have to do is pay tithes one time. I feel like I did that shit at Katie's Jones. I just, what? Why am I getting this right now? Like, bro, what?
Once again, that's what I'm saying. Like
That's why they pass envelopes first and then the plate.
the church as a function. I
Wow,
mean,
this
like
shit.
I'm saying, like people don't hold it accountable. If I'm somebody, I'm like, yo, if I actually lived in my community and I went to a church all the fucking time, oh no, pastor, I needs to know, because there's no way I would give some money to somebody knowing how the tax system works in the United States and just let them be like, yo, they're doing whatever. No, I need to see your books. If you go to a church and you can ask to see their books and they don't let you see the books, I would probably leave that church. Dead ass.
Now, let me ask you, do you think any church is going to let you openly see the books? Like, no church, I don't think any church is going to let you, I'm just a random guy. I've been coming here for however many months, years. I want to see the books.
It's
not gonna happen, bro.
Oh, man.
This church and
It's not gonna happen, bro.
I feel like
Imagine me
Charles.
giving you my W-2s.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine me giving you my W-2s and you take
my W-2 and I can't ask
And I
for
can't
fucking
ask
So you can go to your job right now that you work and be like, yo, I want to see the books. And they'll be like, sure, I'll let you see the books.
Depending on Charles at his company, he probably know the books.
To be perfectly honest, if I went to my boss and I was like, yo, Eric,
After how many years?
how I'm working there for 7 years. I was like, yo,
So if you were in like year,
I was like, yo, and you know what's funny?
if you're in year like,
Every meeting I had with this man, he was like, yo, if you ever want to know anything, just come ask me. He's like, I'll tell you as much as I can. My thing is that the church doesn't have to open, or the church needs to be transparent as to be like, yo, we're spending X amount of dollars on this, or we're spending. That's all. My thing is,
How much
that's what
of
I
that
mean.
do you think is the truth, though?
Once again, like we can. You're right. They could lie, but there's a certain level.
Could lie?
I would believe.
I don't even. I know your guy Eric. I've heard about this guy a long time.
Yeah.
The Oracle.
Great.
He is not gonna tell you 100% of like.
That's-
You don't even say the 100% of what the fuck we doing at all times, bro.
My thing about this idea of 100% is I can respect it. My thing is that there's something to transparency. So my thing is that if I was at a smaller church,
churches are crazy,
Everybody
bro.
can't handle the truth.
you know what I'm
either,
saying?
man.
Like if I was at a smaller church and I was like,
You're getting
yo,
over though, so you're not gonna tell this X amount of people that this is what we're getting. That's not what they're gonna do, bro. Greenleaf is real.
I listen.
Greenleaf is real.
I do not believe you, but what I'm saying is that this is why it's real. Is because there is such a how can the same way we talk about all these other sort of bureaucratic kind of infrastructures, the church is no different. The idea that like
Mad different.
you can't
It's nasty.
the idea that you can't question
American
authority
government was built on
that
the Christian
you
church.
you can't
Literally.
you can't ask people who are doing stuff for you to be transparent.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you are a churchgoer,
government.
if you are a churchgoer,
2003
So
that
if
we
the-
was able to get the motherfucking, we were able to get them to release shit to the public.
So if the
like
church-
you had to be a government
If
employee
the
or
church is the
official.
government, are we going to the government and saying, "Let me see the fucking ledgers. Let me see the books"?
Yes.
And
you
are they
can
giving
do
it
that.
up?
You have a right to do that.
Literally.
Are they giving it up?
yes,
Yes.
it's
And are
a
they
long
giving it-
process.
It's a long ass
Buddy,
process.
How
If you-
long is the process?
It's a free.
All right, here's the thing. If you ever filed, one thing I will say about journalism school that they taught us is that if you ever like all the information that you want from the government
It's out there.
is out there. Now, will you have to go through leaps? Yes, they're not going the same way you were like, are they just no? So the way if I ask
all
the
I'm
church, the church might make me go through leaps and bounds and jump, but that's what the
Church
That's what
might
they gonna
exile
do.
you first before they do
fine,
that.
but that's what the
Sad.
government.
Cool. The same thing the government would do.
And I think that's our greater point. The greater point is
Smoke, son.
the greater point is
We're
that
not gonna do this.
J's.
We're not gonna do this the entire time we're down here.
Yes, you
Tell you that.
shitting me.
Tell you that.
Shitting me.
Tell you that we ain't doing this.
Hit your Capone, champ. It's okay.
You're right. I ain't gonna do this.
my
too
greater
much.
point is that yo,
Smoking a cap on a Monday.
the 100%
Nasty.
transparency may never happen. Niggas don't even be 100% with their own self. So I'm not really expecting like all of this. But
Talk
what I
to 'em,
am
talk.
expecting is some level of transparency where I'm like, yo, I come here, I spend with you. You're a place of faith. I deserve some answers.
For sure. And especially if you ask that of me, if you ask 10% of me, then I should be able to ask 90 of you.
90?
You ask me for
And you're only
10%
giving
of my-
10?
You ask me for 10% of my income, bro. I work for that. That has nothing to do with you.
And I should give you
And
90.
if we honestly want to be religious, Allah doesn't ask for 10% of your income. He asks for what you have. Whatever you can give.
The thing about
10% is nasty, though. I can't lie.
Come on.
10%?
That is very specific.
Come on, son. Hey,
That is very specific.
bro.
God is just gonna be like,
listen,
oh yeah, let
I'm
me
not
get
mad
10%
at
of
I'm
that.
not mad at the 10%. Do what you gotta do. But my thing is that the idea of transparency is something that like, yo,
Hey.
you should be able to
Can you imagine the entirety of the Christian church? They got 10% of everybody in their congregation. I'm talking about Catholicism. I'm talking about Lutheranism. I'm talking about all of that.
I think that's how they still,
That shit is
they still
crazy.
thriving, my guy. How do you think they open, bro?
Well, no,
Somebody's giving 10%.
You don't gotta tell me nothing. Them
but
Catholics are
also
vicious.
no taxes, bro.
No taxes, none of that shit.
So like,
Son, their
bro,
land rights is vicious.
should be working out, bro.
You know how long it
Not
takes
for
for you to buy the land that goes to the church? Like, you have to buy the land before you can actually get the building that the church is on.
Not even about to
Like,
say
that
what I
is-
want to say, bro.
That shit is ridiculous.
My niggas own the whole spot, bro.
I
They
know.
own the whole thing, bro.
It don't matter how many people come.
Fat man and down?
I know.
Damn.
I know.
I was like, damn.
Fat man don't live there no more.
I know. As of now. That's it. This is crazy.
It's going on a month now.
Good for y'all. Good for y'all, man. What's
Listen,
next
man.
on your list, buddy?
Oh,
Since you got a list, you about to roll up. You can pass it to somebody. We can figure it out.
no. I gotta get my shit right. But what's next on my list was, have you guys ever heard of this soft life thing?
Ain't that what the ladies talking about?
Well,
That's their men's business. I be, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is a soft life?
So apparently,
Like, ladies want to be treated like ladies, bro.
nah, the African girls. I first,
Charles got, hey yo,
listen, I'm trying to tell you what I
I'm gonna
know.
put the mic down for this
The
one.
African
I'm
girls
gonna go
first
pee-pee.
started talking about this off some just relaxation. Like life is gonna be easy and simple, no stressing.
I like that.
Like, not even luxury, but like
Queens, you
peace.
deserve it. You deserve it.
Like that was the soft life. I think the shtick at first, and now it's transformed. It's taking on a life of its own. So, how do you feel about the soft? Are you pro soft life? Just from what I've told you.
Still not completely following.
From what I've told you, I'm not really. I don't even know. I'm sure the sister girls have a far better explanation than I do.
I would need you to probably say it again because I'm still not following.
It's soft life. Things are not hard. Peacefulness, tranquility.
People are applying to your life.
How are they achieving that though?
And that is
That's what Charles is asking.
that is the bigger. That's the question here.
So
I don't really know how the soft. That's what I'm saying. Like the soft life
wants to know
is
how do
more
you get there?
is more of an
accomplish this?
ideology
Yeah.
that I'm trying to
Charles said
understand.
that's euphoria.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me personally, like I'm super team soft life. Like I don't really even get how we got here.
Charles,
but
I pray for that.
but I need that.
I need
So like
If
you
that's life,
you
I need that.
with your
I need more of that.
if that's that.
If that's life,
Yeah.
I need that. I need more of that. You with me? All
That
of
new air?
I need that.
Needs that. So you with your elliptic pants and
Yeah.
all, like I feel as though like that is all in the vein of the soft life.
Eucalyptus, Charles.
Eucalyptus. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
my.
a lot
Yeah.
of typos today. A lot of typos today.
When he said it, I was like, hold on. That's not what he was talking about. And then I thought about it. I was like, hold on, let me think. Eucalyptus. That's what my man meant. Yeah, for sure.
So it's just like a
shots of gin and
that too.
Hey,
So
I have not taken my shot yet.
So is
I
it
drank
just
my
like
whole
a
cup,
life to like live like kind of stress free? Like,
Yeah.
is there an issue with that though? Is that like is not what everybody wants to achieve though?
That's not life, my nigga.
It's not life, but that should be something that everybody wants to achieve. Though.
Yeah, but that's like perfection.
Hold on,
And
hold on.
That's not what
That's
life
not
is.
life, my nigga. I just want you to know.
No, I know this. If anybody knows this, it's
Yeah,
me.
like come on, bro. Like,
You know how much shit I want
it's
to
cool.
do to
like,
bring into
would you
my
like
life.
a nigga to pay for your nails? All right, that could be situated. Would you like somebody to like you want a wig or something? Like, all right, cool. Like that could also be situated.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like,
What can't be situated?
Is he talking from experience? Like,
Who knows? We don't like to.
yeah, we're not diving into personal side. Yeah. I just send
It's a
money and
Monday.
where it gets spent, gets
oh
spent.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. That sounds like.
I don't deal with Jones that buy wigs personally.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put that out there.
I love that. I hate a wig.
I don't delve in domestics.
Guarantee you.
But-
I hate a
Like a
wig.
wig?
Hate a wig.
Wow.
In my life,
You ain't
I
never
just-
snatch a wig off?
You guys aren't fun.
You gotta snatch a wig off one time in your life.
I was
Nah, James. You
I'm not even
you
about
got
to
your
do this shit
BBL
again.
talk off and on the live jump.
Did I?
Yes,
Okay.
you pointed to me and said I can't talk about him, but I can't speak for that man. But I can speak from experience and say that the BBL, you said what you said. But
I can
My
speak to the
nigga.
wig talk too.
yeah,
It's cool.
But you ain't never snatched that joint off and saw the
Never did.
cornrows.
I had the braids. I
spoiled.
snatched the braid off though. Like Shorty had the
Yeah.
knotless.
How would you do that?
Yeah, that's
It was
disrespectful.
on accident.
I would never do
on
that.
accident.
That's
Huh?
natural
It
hair.
was on accident.
That's
You
natural
drunk?
hair.
It was on accident.
You were drunk?
It was on accident.
Were you drunk? Guess enough.
Nigga, it was on accident. So of course,
You gotta snatch the wig off.
snatching the wig.
Expose the braids.
You
And
guys
then
are
you get
some,
encouraged out.
you guys are some nasty folks.
After she had a great time.
She had a great time.
Jesus Christ. This has been a really nasty episode. Like,
I'm gonna go pee pee.
it's been a thank you.
You're going to go pee pee. All right, the J will be finished rolling by the time you come back.
I like that.
I'm gonna get one more serious thing off while he's gone. Deshaun Watson more allegations.
Let me take this shot.
Deshaun
I'm not taking a shot for Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson has, I think, up to now 24 allegations, and that's kind of disturbing in the sense that how does he? Not,
that is disturbing.
Well, no, it's not because we knew he had 20 something before.
It was only 23 prior to
So
the
they're
other day.
adding on.
There's no kind of.
Well, you gotta.
It was only
you gotta
23.
understand why I'm saying kind of. It's kind of disturbing because the fact that someone knew something and either said, "Hey,
we're gonna band together and we're gonna get this nigga out the way."
No. I'm saying someone either from the Browns knew more allegations were coming, or just like,
Oh, they been said that. That's why they been was like he's gonna do at least 4 to 8.
that's nasty. That like you can't give him all that money. Like I'm big on optics, and that just doesn't look good. Or is that just, or am I delving too much into this?
I don't know. I think like there's always a plight for the black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get this black man this money, bro. Like, get him this bread. I have nothing for Deshaun Watson. I have no idea what he did, what he didn't do. The 24 people is crazy. I think probably like more than half are probably cap. But also at the same time, it's just like, bro.
But why do you feel that way?
It's just like, did he really go through like this amount of massage parlors and like this amount of women he like fake abused?
But why not? Why can't, like, why?
I mean, maybe he did, but it's like, if he did, that's really fucking nasty. And I really don't want to believe that this man is that nasty. I don't know him from a can of paint,
but
so I don't know him at all.
But
I
see,
have
that's
nothing.
my issue. Why can't he just be a nasty ass nigga?
I mean, he could. So if that's the case, then I'm feeling your vibe. Like, why are we giving him what 140 guaranteed?
My thing is that I'm not. I think like 2 something like.
Might be 240. It was some 140, some shit like that.
And my thing is that I'm not
all guaranteed.
Like you said, I'm never here to take away a nigga's money.
Especially a black man. Shout out to P. He always say black man get your bread.
So that's never my.
That's
my
really
bag.
been my bag
but bro,
for this shit.
Like imagine like
24.
24.
Bro,
that's a lot of. Like my thing is that like
I'm
at a certain
24 in my bag. Like he got
bro,
24
how many
massages.
times? How many times can you go to 24 different people?
So then, that also brings up like, yo, has he really went to 24 people and he had the same experience with 24 people? That sounds kind of crazy. It sounds like maybe 14 could be right. Maybe the 10 could be like, yeah, I'm just trying to tag along type shit.
But even if that's the case, 10 is OC.
It was 14. It was 14. It was
14, bro.
It's
what?
nasty.
But here's the thing.
It's all nasty.
At a certain, that's my whole point.
But it's just like, why now? Why does everyone want to come out now?
Who cares?
At the same time.
My thing is that like it's just he's in a wild back. Like it's just so the concept is wild to me that as we get more allegations, it's just like what would be the thing that makes somebody be like, yeah, that's too much. Like that's what I'm curious at this point. Like what's the thing that would make somebody see like, yeah, we can't touch him? Because after 14 allegations, you get to 20, you get to, all right, they're all civil suits. So, all right, so at what point are you like, yeah, man, 50 allegations, like, is that where you draw the line? Like, I'm just curious. Not for you, because it's not your job to make that decision, but I'm just really curious as to, like, yo, when does somebody, like, low-key just be like, this is not
I think
right.
this is going to get swept under the rug as well. Eventually. Let him get his suspension off.
I hope not, because that's nasty bad.
He'll get his suspension off.
He getting suspended?
Yeah, definitely gonna get some games.
That's nasty bad.
He's gonna get his suspension off.
Think so?
Yeah, he's gonna get his suspension off, and then he's gonna ball out.
Damn, that smells good. Charles, what flavor is that?
Gonna ball out. It's gonna be like, yo,
That's a
a couple years from now, bro. What was it, like a 10-year deal? Some nasty long ass deal or some shit like that.
It's like 5.
4 or 5.
It's fully guaranteed though.
Do his bid, and
It's
then
fully guaranteed. I
Bro,
can say
like,
that part.
2024, bro. Niggas ain't gonna care about this shit, bro. At all. At all.
I don't think you're wrong, but it's just like it's a weird
By
thing.
time the
And
season
I don't
play,
even
every
want to
2
act
years.
holier than
He's a
thou.
baller, though.
I don't want
Like,
to act
he's
holier.
going nuts.
I don't even want to act holier than thou because me, I will see him on the football field and I would probably watch. So
what
like,
I'm saying, bro.
I don't want to act holier than that.
The Auburn shit
But
went crazy.
it just don't sit right with me that we get to the point where like all this shit just kind of happens
Got kicked in the eye, went crazy through the tugs.
and we don't even think
Year
anything
after
of
that,
it.
had a terrible year for his team. But he went crazy at the 4K, endless tugs. And niggas went like 4-12 or some shit like that.
All right. We're not going through Deshaun Manning.
I'm just telling you, like, yo, like.
But what I will finish with today's episode with the most toxic thing that has hit my timeline in a very long time: Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. You been paying any attention to that?
Absolutely not.
I'm glad. That's how I know. You said something about like you don't do pop culture, and I wanted to be like, yes, you do. Everyone does, but
That couldn't do it. Bro, I just seen him on the timeline, like.
because it happened here.
what you mean?
Like it happened in Virginia, nigga. Like, that was in the Fairfax court system. Like
I had nothing for it, bro.
like when they filed, I knew about
I
it.
haven't cared about Johnny Depp since, what was it, Pirates of the Caribbean, bro? When was the last movie that was made?
There's like 4 of them, bro.
And when was the last year this shit was made? Like, probably like 2013,
15.
I'm guessing.
I'm gonna see.
I'll give you 14.
Cameraman.
We can split
Pirates of the Caribbean. Last time the joint was
we
made.
can split the difference at 14.
That's fine with me.
But the last jump in my memory was 14. Excuse me, 13.
Yeah, you said 13.
Shit was
I
fire.
said 15.
I haven't cared about this man since.
You know, that
So
character was based on a black man.
yeah, I mean, shit. They said all that Caribbean, bro. Like, what are you saying, bro? Jack Sparrow, he had locks, bro. Like,
It's
what
not
are you doing?
like they weren't colonized by the British champ. Like, let's be honest.
Movies were fire. Movies were fire. He got super brave from that. I haven't seen him since then, so I did not give 2 fucks about what's going on with him and this Caucasian woman. And he's just, I don't know what happened.
First one was
2003.
2003.
Probably like 07.
17.
17?
Told you. I told you.
What was 3?
Then third movie.
Yeah.
7.
Told you.
So they 7 and then a 7. I didn't see the 4th.
Yeah.
Can't
I
call
told
it.
you. I knew that, like, the last joint didn't drop that long ago. Like, that's why I was just like, oh, yeah, bro. Like, what?
17.
Yeah.
7 was
And
the
Johnny's
one.
been in, like, 2-3 movies since then.
7 was the one.
Yeah, he was in that Biggie movie.
Yeah.
I got nothing for it.
Randomly, he was a detective in that joint, right? Yeah, I remember that. Didn't watch it, but I remember him playing in the joint. And I was just like, oh, yeah, this is one of them shock value jumps.
Got nothing for Johnny Depp. I have nothing for the
You don't fuck with Johnny Depp?
Yeah, besides that, Joe, nah, not really. Like,
Tripping. The Departed? Hold on, I don't know if Johnny was in that.
got nothing for
No, I just think it's interesting because
nothing
like
for that whole
so many
situation.
people
fuck with
cared
Joaquin
about
Phoenix,
that
I
shit, and that
apologize.
was weird.
Didn't someone, I think it might have been you, said this is like the white person's like Rodney King or some shit, or my bad, not Rodney King. What's buddy's name? OJ. Somebody said this shit is like the
Ain't
white people's
nobody bad,
OJ,
though.
bro. Right. And I was like, it seemed like we
And this
weren't
was-
interested.
Hold on. And this was a defamation case. Let's keep it a buck.
It seemed like people wasn't
he took her
interested.
he took her to trial for a defamation case,
That's what I'm saying.
which was some pussy shit for real. If
That's
you want
what
to keep
I'm-
it a bean.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
it's just like he won though.
And I gotta be locked in for that.
I'm not locked in for that.
Nigga getting 15, and I gotta be locked in for that.
What she said was crazy.
Didn't
But
see
at the same
anything.
time,
Didn't care about anything that happened in that job.
Johnny Depp looks like a very
My
vocally abusive man.
my
But
greater
at the same
point was
time,
that-
she's just like, I'm taller than you, little nigga. So it's just like you can talk crazy, but I'm a dog you. So she definitely probably put her hands on that little nigga.
That
But it's just
sad,
like,
too.
hey, bro, like.
My greater point was that is celebrity culture going to be that much of the downfall of our existence?
Ben.
Because how many people?
Ben,
My thing is that
since
like
Marilyn Monroe.
I don't think so. I think back in the day there was some sort of like separation of like, all right, like there was an allure. Like the way social media and all this shit works now.
I think it makes it even more of a reason why, yes.
I think it's less of an allure, so people actually feel like they're connected to
yeah.
these people in like
Like-
a real.
That or they can become them. Okay, touche.
I think the idea of celebrity has changed so much. Like there were
Legit.
legit,
Some regular Jones with like 67,000 followers.
bro. At one point, celeb actually meant something.
Them little bitches be
Like to be
bad,
famous meant something. Now everyone is famous.
Touche. Whether it be locally or internationally.
It changed the idea of what fame is, what a celeb is. Like even the idea of a local celeb has changed now. Like motherfuckers be literally local celebs in pockets of a local city. Like make it fucking make sense.
That's us. Hey.
Like there's literally niggas who are famous
I'm
in
not
certain
famous.
parts of DC. Like in Southeast, everybody knows this person. In Northeast, everybody knows this person.
But hood legends been a thing.
But
Though.
my thing about it is that these people are a little bit more than just that. They're not hood legends. They're famous because of X, Y, Z, and it's mainly because of the internet.
Okay, all right. You're separating the street from the internet babies, or are you combining the two? Are you combining the two? Because that's nasty.
That's because so many people have done that.
All right,
So many people have used.
Charles, you're going full circle right now.
So many people have used the idea of that. All right, I built something through whatever it be. Let's take Davey Ruffin for example.
Okay.
Legitimate famous within a particular group of people in DC. If I ask other people within a certain group of DC, they'd be like, who is that? Now, let's go back to maybe like 20 years ago.
All those people transplants?
No, I'm talking about dudes who I knew, who I work with, who've grown up in DC their whole lives, but are white and only hang out in a certain part of Adams Morgan.
Okay. In DuPont Circle. Gotcha. Talk to me, Chan. What's up?
My greater point is that at a certain point in time, if somebody was like hood famous, people knew him from being in his hood. Cousin, if you from Harlem and you famous in Harlem, bro, niggas know you. Whether they white, black, like the allure and the stories, you know, maybe not white, but the people who know
I
you,
got you.
they know you.
Like the Fat Cats, the Supremes, yeah.
These stories live in the lore because these dudes are actually famous. There are particular, whether they be internet comedians,
Shout out to
whether,
Pistol Pete.
whether
I
they
hate
be-
to cut you off, Charles, but Pistol Pete was that nigga.
whether they be
I watched a
internet
documentary on him.
socialites, there's a certain group of people now whose fame derives truly from being from the internet, and that is where it exists. And that shit is a very unique concept. That's what I would say. You fucks with it?
All I have to say is touche, but because the internet celebrity is something I've never really dabbled. Like I never wanted, never dabbled in.
I don't think it's about wanting, but I think it's just about a
Yeah.
function of like
Yeah,
how
society.
society works. Like you'll see
Yeah.
people be like, "Yo, do you know such and such?" And I'll be like, "Who is that?" They'll be like, "Oh."
No, for sure. Like when Nomadic said that's us, like I kind of felt them, but at the same time, it's just like
Well, there's a select group of people who be like, yo, these niggas are the niggas. We can go somewhere else and we'll be like, yo,
who are these niggas?
that's what I'm saying, bro.
But they also know
See,
us.
this
though.
guy was trying to, he sparked the day, buddy. You know what I'm saying? This guy was trying to rush me.
I can't do my job.
Did you see?
I can't do my job.
When I was trying to do it, you told me that. Like, that's exactly what you told me.
I didn't rush you to pass the J, Charles.
Hey, bro.
You want me to keep it moving. I'm just trying to keep it.
apologize.
I'm trying. That's
I
all.
apologize.
Trying to do the same. I'm trying to say.
I apologize.
But I'm just saying, my whole point was that celeb is a very, very unique and interesting
I
thing.
really wish
You know, I
could
can
see
tie
what
this
nigga was
celeb
doing
shit
behind
that
the
you
camera right now.
just said back into what we talked about earlier. Like, if the celeb thing wasn't a thing, like, niggas wouldn't even care about rest in peace to Buddy again. But, like, yo, if he wasn't a celebrity, right, nobody would care about this man getting killed, bro. And that's for all these niggas, bro.
And that's why
Like I always say, bro,
that's
niggas
why I
die
say it came
every
full
day.
circle. That's why I say Charles came full circle.
Every day, bro. Like, niggas die every day, bro. Every day. Someone's dying right now. But some people just knew, not
Every
some
3
people.
minutes, a child dies in Yemen is because
That's
of
what I'm-
hunger.
And I think it's like some stat like that in
Hunger.
America as well, bro. It's just
Hunger.
like, bro.
There's
Or
more
just
hungry
hunger.
children in America than
I think it was
probably-
like every 17 minutes or some crazy shit like that. Somebody dies. So Trouble just so happened to be the person that died in that 17 minutes. And the only reason we knew is because he was famous, bro. But Everybody dies every single fucking day. So that just goes back to your ultimate point of like, yo,
But death is
celebrity.
But death is one of those things that is certain.
That's what I'm saying. And that goes to his celebrity point. And that goes back to like, why are we like, oh, Trouble died. Yes, he got killed. But everybody has to die.
Yeah.
That's how he died.
How you die though is pretty crazy.
It's not. It's written.
It is. But how many people actually believe in the fact that Allah is the one that puts a period on your story?
A lot of people believe that, bruh.
Fuck out of here.
Maybe not Allah, but whoever your God
No,
is.
I'm just saying God. I'm not talking about.
That's
about
what I'm saying.
translation, my nigga. Like 'cause that's
People
what
should
Allah
know
means.
that, nigga.
But like, if you talking,
this is your plan.
Not many people. And the only reason I'm saying that, bro, is because it's like if they honestly believed in that, it's because of patience. Like if they honestly thought things were really written, you would have patience with shit. Because if things were really like, nah, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you now. All right, bet. Say
Please
that.
come through.
Take this.
Please come through.
I'm just saying, he's just holding the J for
Take that.
I was gonna put
But
time.
yeah, no,
gonna
I
put
just
a
relit
timer.
it, Charles. Relax. I just relit it, Charles. Relax. I only hit it once. That's the kid. But yeah,
We got cameras.
yeah. No, I only hit it once. Shirley witness. But yeah, but no.
We got cameras.
We got cameras. Shirley the witness. So we got two.
The people will
And
see.
it's Islam, I need three. But yeah. But nah, bro.
On a
like,
Monday. I love this.
But no, seriously. Like if people really believe
Facts.
that God was the one punching your ticket and the one putting a period on your sins, then they would practice patience way more. Then like you wouldn't stress about shit. Like
I don't think that's a fair assessment just because
I wouldn't like only reason I'm saying that is because like that's my faith.
Can't vibe with you right there, Charles.
Like the only reason I'm saying that is because it's my faith. And it's like and it's not the only faith that practices that.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm piggybacking off you. If you believe that shit, like
Like,
when
if
niggas
you-
die, it's just like niggas. This is your time.
Yeah. Like if you
This is
believe
your
that
time,
that's one
bro.
thing, like it's written. That's the only thing that's written.
No,
Granted,
you did
granted-
everything that someone aligns you. Your whatever
Granted,
your
we
God
have free-
is.
Granted, we have free will. We have decisions. We make them. But at the same time, if He is the Almighty, the All-Knowing, the All-Seeing, how is it not? How are those decisions not also written?
That's what I'm saying. You didn't have to do that, but yes, this is how you died.
Like it could be written
You didn't.
both
You
ways,
didn't.
though.
Trouble didn't have to deal with that girl, but
But here's the thing about it. That's looking at it from a full perspective. Yeah,
that is the perspective, though.
That's looking from outside. But not everybody, when living.
And that's why I said what I said.
That's
How
what
many
I'm saying.
people
That's
actually
what-
have that thought
That's what I'm
process?
saying.
That should
bro.
be the thought process.
That's what I'm saying. Whether it should or should
Like
not.
I have that
We're-
because of
that
what
is
I,
a
we're in the same boat.
that is
bro.
a-
That should be.
It's like
that is a very subjective way of living.
Yo, is it time? Is it time?
It might be.
Is it time?
It
Is
might
it
be.
time? How many times have you asked me this on the pod? Like, is it
More than
time?
once.
Bro, like, I don't have to be on that side to understand that this is the time. Like, yo, if it's your time, it's your time, bro. I don't have to be on that side to understand that, bro. I like a kufi. I love a thing on my head. You know what I'm saying? But it just doesn't mean that I have to be on that side to know that it's my time when it's my
Hey, baby, you know
bro,
what?
when it's your time, it's your time, bro. That's why I always say, bro, niggas die every day. I hated to say it. The 19 kids,
Baby, I only
that
asked.
shit
Hey,
was
hey,
written for
only-
them, bro.
I only asked. All I did was ask.
There's just not many differences.
No. My ultimate point to y'all point was that listen, I feel the perspective, but that's a perspective
Yeah.
that's looking at it retroactively in some aspects. That's living hindsight. That's living life to
2020.
something perspective and having things happen. And that's not everybody's life.
Yeah.
Some people go through this life living with no care,
And
with
the only
no,
reason I say that, bro.
and still believing in God.
Yeah.
Still having all these faith because their life hasn't brought them to have to be like, hey, what happens, da da da.
And the only reason I speak and believe the way I do is because it's just like, bro, I'm not living for this world. Like, there's something after this. Like, when I get the period in my book, I want to receive that book in my right hand. And that means something in my religion.
What's the period in the book?
And
Same when it's over.
It's done, bro. Like, Allah punched your ticket, champ. Like, you're dead. Now you're waiting for Judgment Day.
Hey, you
And
know
then
he
you-
did.
And then you come back in your prime, and then you gotta testify. And everything testify against you. Everything. These couches, the sun, the moon, grass, carpet, everything.
when you say you want to receive the book in your right hand, that's just your book of like.
Yes.
My book.
Yeah.
My life, my nigga, my story. So when I receive that
Good
on
story
my right
vibes.
hand on Judgment
the
Day,
vibes, guys.
that means I've granted my ticket into paradise or Jannah. You know what I'm saying? And I want any level because it's multiple levels. You know what I'm saying? I want all of us to go there, bro.
I love that for us.
I make dua for all of us to go there, bro. Multiple times a day.
I know the vibes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I do it for. Like, that honestly, real life.
I fucks with it.
Like, I don't really, like, I say it a lot. Like, people be like, them ego, shame, all that shit. Like, nah, bro, I don't give a fuck about that, bro. I'm a slave to Allah, bro. If I embarrass him, then that's a real embarrassment. If I embarrass you, I can come back from that. Embarrassing him, that's totally different. Like, granted. And I mean, like, that's a real embarrassment.
I just want y'all to know this episode went in levels. You guys were talking about hoochie shorts at one point.
I'm a reformed hooch.
Yes.
It's definitely has.
Shout out to my apes, man. My good man Prezi gave me the jump. You know what I'm saying? Applying pressure every day.
I love that.
Wherever you apply pressure, champ. Get to it.
I love that for us. As we finish this episode, this was a really fun one
On a Monday.
on a Monday. Shout out to the
I
vibes.
hope this is not like a reoccurring thing.
I love this for us.
You know, my Mondays are my days. I don't need to do this every
I
Monday.
love this for us. You can still go out.
I love this
I
one.
know. That's what's kind of.
Yeah, it's great. Before we end, do you guys have any send-offs you want to say? Any shout-outs? Any people you want to...
Shout out to Mama Moo just cause.
I really don't have no.
Okay.
Shout out to my kids, man.
I'm saying, I was
You
gonna
shout
say-
out my own. You shout out my kids, man. They're about to be 1 year old
Alhamdulillah.
in August.
Alhamdulillah. Inshallah.
My son is in his terrible twos.
MashaAllah.
Shout out to them, though.
Only shout-out I probably have to is the
Wifey?
the lady of my house. She...
Shout out to wifey.
But he don't never want to give nothing up
MashaAllah.
over here.
I just said that's a shout-out
Salute.
wifey.
That was the most giving it up you gave up in a very long time.
Wow, that's nasty. I've been giving up you guys endless marriage material. Endless. At the live show, at the first episode back, yes. I've been giving you
He
endless.
specifically asked about the marriage.
Exactly. Endless. I've been giving
At the
endless.
201.
I've been giving endless, so
Might
please.
gotta rewatch.
Exactly. It's happening again.
Hey, I hope the sign is fixed now.
It is.
I'm just
We
saying.
drill hoes, man, and man business. Fuck you talking about? Hold on. Put the safety off this motherfucker.
Yeah, shoot that joint. Shoot that joint.
We hope the sign is fixed.
Fuck you
Again.
talking about?
Real drill music shit.
So
Yeah.
the last
Yeah.
time we was talking about we gonna push it on the wall. Shout out to Katie.
Oh, I got a
Camera
shirt.
died.
I got a shirt that
Again.
I need to put up here.
Please do.
It's a tattered Packer shirt.
I'm saying.
So the camera died, and we was doing all like pointing out to what we're gonna do on the wall. We're gonna put some shit on the wall for everybody. Like it's gonna be shit here.
Mm-hmm.
We said all this shit, and it was a still image of us. So you know. But yeah, it's all gonna, you know what I mean, come around here, man.
Send some stuff.
Yeah, send shit. We're gonna have the
Stop.
drinks here for sure. Again, drinks are here.
You're not gonna get one of these. You're gonna
Also,
actually get
we'll
like
be
one of
at-
them
Yeah, I'm about
jumps.
to say we this is coming on Friday, so we're gonna be at
Yes, sir.
Black Creatives event on Saturday, June 11th, and it costs the Park
Art Center.
Art Center. That's what we're gonna be 12:30 to 5. We'll be there. Have the drinks here. We're gonna have some merch there. Omatic Zone might be there. I don't know yet. I haven't talked to Gabe. I don't know if I want to do it yet.
Inshallah.
Listen, he might be at the hazy table. Who knows? But
I might not do it. I might do it.
but yeah,
we'll be
those-
here.
We'll be there. So that's a vibe.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He really loves the drill.
The sign won't be there, but we'll be here. We might have the camera here, but we'll have drinks there. We'll have vibes. Come vibe with us. Shout out to Gabe though, bro. I always say, bro, he was the first nigga that kind of like
Yeah.
kick started all of this, bro. All of this, bro.
Yeah. No.
The first pop up, All of that shit.
Gabe is definitely a good
Bro, we
man.
bought 48 shirts, bro. That shit was nuts. 48 shirts. Whack ass shirts, too. It was whack.
But they sold.
Bruh.
Shout out
If
Gabe.
it was 48, nigga, we sold like 40, bro. Like,
Exactly.
Definitely. Now, shout out to Gabe.
crazy,
He's
bro.
always been a big supporter of the
came to the
game
live show, too.
and the
Put
brand.
them
So,
put my drink to Gabe.
shout out Gabe.
Shout
He's
out to
always
Good
been a
Gabe,
real
Better
one.
Gabe, Status Gang, man.
Always been a real one.
He love the A shirt, too. I love him for that, man.
As we leave this episode, I want to say, all my reform hoochies.
Jesus.
Yeah, good man, baby. Make sure
I'm
y'all
not a
actually
reform.
him
I'm
now.
not a reform hoochie. I don't.
Charles you out the game.
I'm not a reform. I was never a hoochie. That was never my
I'm
vibe.
about to say you was
It's
never
never
there.
my vibe.
You had to be there to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Never my vibe. But you know, I love you. Don't look at me like that. I love all of y'all.
I was about to say
I
something.
love all the vibes.
really about to say something.
Let's keep it going. And I end the show.
Good Charles.
And I end the show before they do too
Hey
much.
Charles, can we say something?
And we're over.
You better hit that button. Chuck,
End it.
Bro, I'm not over there no more. I'm not over there no more. I'm not over there no more.